Ladies and gentlemen, joining us around the world, we are delighted to be joining you from Paris, France, for the very first time for a major MMA promotion. This is the weigh-in ahead of tomorrow evening's event at the Accor Arena, Bellator 248 and the Euro Series. It will be live on CBS Sports Network, 11 AM US Eastern Time, that's 5:30 here, European Central Time. Now, we will be also live on the Bellator YouTube channel. We will be live on BBC iPlayer around the UK, and at 10 PM, the Euro Series will come to you live on Channel 5. I hope you got all that, because I'm not going to repeat it. It's very important, ladies and gentlemen, that we thank some very important people. Bellator MMA would like to thank the French Boxing Federation and French MMA Federation for the honour of us being the first major MMA event ever to be held in France. And a very special thank you to the Minister for Sport, Roxana Maraschinen, for working very hard to make MMA legal in France. Could I welcome onto the stage, well firstly we have Louise Mackay. Please welcome Louise, and can I welcome onto the stage to conduct the weigh-in the President of Bellator, Mr. Scott Coker. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with the weigh-in. We will start with Bellator 248, and our first contest will be Darko, the Face Smasher, Banovic. Please, to the scales. So this will be our opening contest, 3 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Darko, the Face Smasher, Banovic from Vienna, Austria, about to take to the scales. 17 wins, 7 defeats, 15 inside the distance. Darko weighs in at 145 pounds even. Darko Banovic. And now please to the scales, the Austrian national MMA champ from Husum, Denmark, Mads Burnell. Former featherweight world champion on the scales at 145.6 pounds.
Alright, so you guys want to go this side? Okay guys, you guys just on the tape, hands up. Face the camera guys, face the cameras. Alright, good luck, good luck, good luck. Good luck. Just go around.
Now ladies and gentlemen, in all the excitement of being in France for the very first time, I forgot a very, very important thank you. That's our sanctioning body who works tirelessly to keep the fighter safe. The Mohegan Tribe Department of Athletic Regulation, Chairman James Gessner, Tribe Chief Lynn Malarba, the President of Sports and Entertainment, Mr. Tom Cantone, and of course Director Mike Mazzulli. Second contest onto the scales is 3 5-minute rounds, contracted at 160 pounds. We will always get the blue corner on first here this morning. Please welcome, born in Kurdistan, now fighting out of Germany, Alan, Mr. Erbil Omar. Alan Omar, 159 pounds even, 159 even, Alan Omar. And now fighting out of Sunderland, England, Ryan Scope. Both fighters former BAMA champions, and Ryan weighs in at 160.8 pounds.
Sorry guys, I'm going to go on this side, on this side. No worries, I'm going to go on this tape. Good gentlemen, face off. Face the cameras, guys. Alright guys, good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Our next contest will be the co-main event on CBS Sports Network. Please welcome firstly, fighting out of Paris, France, he is Emmanuel Papolele Dawa. Emmanuel weighs in at 170 pounds even, 170 even. Papolele. And now coming to the scales, from Stockholm, Sweden, Oliver the Future Enkamp. Oliver on the scales at 168.4, 168.4 pounds.
On the tape, John. Come on in. Okay. Face the cameras, guys. Face the cameras. All right, gentlemen. Good luck. Good luck.
We now bring on our main event on CBS Sports Network and BBC iPlayer in the UK. It's 3 5-minute rounds. It's contracted at 175 pounds. To the blue corner in the cage tomorrow evening from Inverness, Scotland, Ross the Hitman Houston. Ross undefeated, 8-0, 1-0 contest. Tips the scales at 174.8 pounds. 174.8. Former welterweight world champion Ross Houston. And now coming to the scales, 17 wins, 1 defeat, 14 inside the distance and 11 inside round number 1. He is from London, England, MVP, Michael Venom Page. MVP weighs in at 174.2 pounds.
Might be getting on the right here. Come on, guys. Get face off, guys. Face off. All right, guys, that's good. Good job.
So we now move on to the Euro Series bonus fights, which will be on the Bellator YouTube channel. We will still be on BBC iPlayer across the UK, and we start off with 3 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Please welcome to the scales from Le Havre in France, William Jaguar Gomez. William weighs in at 144.6 pounds. 144.6, William Gomez. And now from Newbridge, County Kildare, fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, Dylan Logie Bear Logan. Dylan Logan, 145.4 pounds. 145.4.
Face off. Keep it clean, Dylan. Face the cameras. All right, Dylan, good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Our second Euro Series bonus fight is 3 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division. And firstly to the scales from Drogheda, County Louth, Ireland, Kieran Clark. Kieran weighs in at 145 pounds even. 145 even. Kieran Clark. And now born in Senegal, fighting out of Paris, France, Jean the Show Ndoye. Jean also on the scales, 145 pounds even. Jean Ndoye.
On the other side. Yeah. Thank you. You guys on the tape. Sorry about face the cameras. Face the cameras. All right, guys. Good luck. Good luck tomorrow.
Next up tomorrow evening is 3 5-minute rounds in the flyweight division. Please welcome firstly to the scales, fighting out of Paris, France, Lucy Fireball Berthaud. And Lucy weighs in 125.8 pounds. 125.8. And opposing her tomorrow evening from Chai, fighting out of Crete, France, Maggie Berchel. And Maggie weighs in 125.4 pounds, 125.4. Maggie Berchel.
These face each other. Face the cameras. Alright, ladies, good luck.
Our next contest tomorrow evening in the cage is 3 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Please welcome, firstly, from Aubervilliers, France, Babakary Diatta. Babakary Diatta, undefeated 8-0, and tips the scales at 146 pounds even. 146, Babakary Diatta. And now to the scales, fighting out of London, England, he is the Black Panther, Dominic Wooding. Dominic Wooding, 144.8 pounds, 144.8.
Okay, guys, you want to come on this side? On this side, please. You face each other, gentlemen. Face the cameras. Face the cameras. Forward. Face this way.
This way.
All right. Good luck. Good luck.
Our next contest contracted at 150 pounds. Coming first to the scales, former Italian kickboxing champion from Messina, Italia, Ivan Nakari. £149.6 for Ivan Nakari. And now to the scales. Another former kickboxing world champion, fighting out of Rotterdam, the Netherlands, by way of Morocco, Elias the Blade Boulay. Elias on the scales at £149.4. 149.4.
Come on this side. Go on in. Okay, gentlemen, face each other. Face the cameras. Face this way. Right, good luck tomorrow. Good luck.
So our final bonus fight on the Bellator YouTube channel and live on BBC iPlayer in the UK is a lightweight contest, 3 5-minute rounds. Please welcome, fighting out of Paris, France, Yves Lanju. Yves Lanju, 154.2 pounds, 154.2. And now fighting out of London, England, is former paratrooper, former 2-division Bama champion, Terry the Dominator Brazier. Terry Brazier, 155 pounds even, 155 even, Terry Brazier.
Right, Terry, you on this side here. Come in. Gentlemen, face each other. Face the cameras. Right, gentlemen, good luck. Good luck.
So we now move on to the Bellator Euro Series 10, which will be live in the UK on Channel 5. Mr. Dave Green will take to the stage to conduct the weigh-in for these. A co-main event, 3 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Please welcome firstly, Arbi, the Alpha Wolf, Mesidov. Arbi, born in Chechnya, now fights out of Vienna, Austria. 13 wins, 3 defeats, 9 wins inside the distance. And Arbi is on the scales at 146 pounds even. 146 even. Arbi Mesidov. And opposing him tomorrow evening in the red corner, please welcome from Manchester, England, Saul the Hangman Rogers. Saul also 13-3 with 9 inside the distance. He scales 145.4 pounds. 145.4 Saul Rogers.
To the front, gents. Thank you very much. To the front.
Our final weigh-in here this morning will be our main event in the Euro Series live on Channel 5 and around the world on Bellator's YouTube channel. It will be 3 5-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. Please welcome first to the scales from the town of Lamberton, Redwood County, Minnesota, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. He is Tim Johnson. Tim Johnson scales 259.8 pounds. 259.8 for Tim Johnson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, former Muay Thai world champion, made his pro debut in 2001, and tomorrow evening he takes to the cage for the very first time in his homeland. From Paris, France, he is Jack Congo. Jack Congo scales 245.6 pounds. 245.6.
Thank you very much, sir. To the front. This for this. Good luck, guys. Thank you very much.
So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of David Green, Louise Mackay and our President Scott Coker, thank you for joining us here in Paris. Don't forget, tune in tomorrow night. You'll witness history in the making. Enjoy the rest of your day. From me, Craig Stephen, a very good morning.